Hey guys, it's your girl Ari, and right now I want to send an open letter to Lily Tino. If you don't know who Lily Tino is, they are a self-identifying transgender woman. I am also transgender, who is known to have many predatory actions, whether intentive or not. They have done things that are truthfully awful. One of them being in Disney, using a corn dog to represent how sexual reassignment surgery works, or bottom surgery as people call it. Going into women's restrooms, taking pictures in women's restrooms, and explaining how Disney is transphobic to you when you look like a brick. You look like a man. You look like a man in a wig. I'm sorry, Lily. You don't look feminine in any sort of way. You are truly a disgusting human being. Because you make people feel unsafe on purpose. It's not just that you're unintentionally being harmful. These actions have been brought to your attention many times, and you still do the same things. So it's become intentional. It's not just subliminal. You are creating this spectacle of what the conservatives push trans people to be. You are the reason we are so far back in history. You are the reason that we are oppressed to this day, and there's more transphobic laws than ever coming out. You are the reason, Lily. You are the one big reason. You know, I've had people talk to people, and they've used Lily Tino as an example because they are such a disgusting and derogatory human being. You do not deserve a platform, Lily. And this open letter to you is, I wish you'd just take back your actions and say, I am sorry. You know, I did. I wish Lily would do that, or had the goal, the nerve to do it, because Lily is truly a weak and disgusting person. And the way they represent the trans community is not at all accurate as to how the trans people are. And I'm a trans person, and that's not how I act. When I go into a restroom, I don't make a spectacle. I say hi to a few people, I do my business in my stall, and I leave. But Lily Tino makes this big deal of going into this, and my open letter to Lily is, I ask why. You know, you're doing these things. You know, why are you doing these things that helps you gain money and attention and rage bait? Why are you doing something that helps you gain in what way, doesn't benefit you in any way, but makes the trans community lose so much more at the same time? You've become this parasite to the community at this point, and it's become such an awful thing having to explain to people, friends, people I'm trying to date and talk to, people who are like that. Lily Tino doesn't represent my community entirely. I'm not like Lily Tino. Having to face the stigma of already being transsexual, but also having Lily Tino as a representative of what the worst of the trans community is, but being so widespread to every corner of this internet that has become infamous. His name has become synonymous with trans, and it is not accurate. You are truly a disgusting human being. You don't deserve much in life. And I hope you can move past it and actually become a good person, but you are intentionally harmful and intentionally hurtful to a cause that for many generations has been fought for, and we got to such a good point, and you are one of the reasons we are being set back so much. I want to add in, my words may have been harsh, but I mean this with the intent of trying to let Lily see what their actions have done to the community in general, because it has been so harmful and horrible that I think Lily, I don't know if they're slow, because I don't know if they don't understand the true reciprocity of their actions. You know, you give one thing and another thing will come out equally. So if we put in harmful rhetoric, more harmful rhetoric will be projected right back into this community. And Lily is that harmful rhetoric being projected in, like Blair White projecting harmful rhetoric. And it is such an awful thing to watch and see. And it's sad that I have to agree with Blair White in the Lily Tino situation. Someone who I personally hate, Blair White. And all these, like, awful, internalized transphobia, trans people, and trans women having to agree with them because of how horrible Lily Tino's actions are. Lily Tino, to me, the way they're represented is an intentionally harmful being. They're not a good person. They're never going to be a good person, and that is my personal opinion and view. I don't mean this in a derogatory or harmful way. I just mean this to an open letter to Lily Tino where I ask why, and I try to say the actions and how harmful they are. And I'm sitting here and I was doing my makeup, and the entire time I couldn't help but think, what did they gain from this? Every corner of this internet hates Lily Tino now. So my question to Lily Tino and to you, Lily Tino, is what do you gain? If anything, what do you gain in life? Attention? Yeah, but it's not good. No one likes you now. You know? You are a representative of what we are not. And it is sad to say during Pride Month that a aspiring member of the community, because you're not a trans woman until you have stood up and spoken out for trans people. And I have. And I've tried, and I've done it in my schools, and I've defended myself, and I've explained it, and I've tried to educate people. But until you've tried to educate people and try to disprove harmful rhetoric, you are not a trans person, like a proper activist. And Lily is not an activist. They are almost a parasitic thing. You know, they only take. And it's such a harmful thing to have as a community. If we could just ban Lily Tino, get rid of them, get rid of their voice, get rid of their platform, that'd be wonderful. Because they are truly such a parasite. And they do not deserve the title of human for how harmful they've been to a community that has had to fight and work endlessly hard. And I'm someone who's very emotional because I've had to prove to others that I matter because I'm trans. I could never understand how someone could be so despicable to their own community and have such internalized hate that they intentionally go out into the world and cause harm. And that is something that's irredeemable and irrecoverable in my eyes. And Lily Tino, coming from a youth trans person, I truly hope you get what's coming to you.